Ultimate Animal Championship, here we go. The pistol's fired and they're off. Sunny explodes out of the blocks. Frost right on his shoulder. Pippin powering through that hop step. Coda moving with purpose and Scout sniffing for an opening. Around the bend, look at those paws fly. Sunny still ahead. Frost challenging. Pippin digging in.
3, 2, 1, and they're off! Sunny bursts out mid-lane with that signature bounce, but Frost is right there matching steps. Coda looking focused on the inside. Pippin hustling hard and Scout sniffing for an opening. Down the stretch, look at Sunny go. She closes.
First up, the playful golden retriever, Sunny. Look at that bounce, full of sunshine and ready to shine. Next, the agile Siberian husky, Frost. Quick feet, quick mind. Those blue eyes mean business. Then the charming French bulldog, Pippin. Short stride, big heart, and plenty of swagger. Here comes the power.
The tension is palpable. Our racers are on their marks. Every paw poised, every muscle coiled. Listen to that heartbeat, that crowd. Sunny settles his big golden paws, tail just humming. Frost digs in, claws nibbling the track, eyes like blue lightning. Pippin's little hop step finds its groove, ears rigid. Coda presses down with purpose.
And they're off! What an incredible start! A flurry of paws and fur as our competitors blast out of the gates. No holding back. Sunny bounding with that signature golden bounce. Frost rocketing forward like a silver comet. Pippin in that hop step rhythm, but wow, the speed is there. Coda driving hard, powerful, and Scout.
And it's Sunny, the golden retriever puppy, bursting out in front. Look at that bouncy sprint. Ears flapping, paws pumping, already a body length clear of the field. That early energy is paying off. Frost's giving chase, Coda settling into stride, Pippin and Scout right behind, but Sunny's making a statement.
Frost is responding beautifully. That husky puppy is a blur of gray and white, eating up the track and closing the distance on Sunny. Look at those strides, light, powerful, spring-loaded. Every step is picking up ground. Icy eyes locked on the golden tail ahead, ears low, tail curled, pure focus.
Mid-pack now. Little Pippin staying steady with that trademark hop step. Shoulders rolling, ears up. Coda just ahead, looking comfortable. But oh, what's this? Pippin digging in. Look at the Frenchie go. A sudden burst of speed from those short legs. Thump, thump, thump. Ears flapping like tiny flags. Pippin surges forward and noses in front of...
Coda is feeling the burn out there. Those once thunderous strides are grinding now. Look at the shoulders lifting, the tongue lolling to the side. That black and tan rocket is starting to lose a little fire. Each paw print landing heavier. Chest working overtime just to keep pace. The others inch ahead, but Coda's...
And here comes Scout, nose down as always. Look at that focus, sniffing every grain of the track. Oh, sneaky move. Scout is edging in toward the rail, finding the shorter line around the bend. Those floppy ears are in full sail. That little hop, tight as you like. And Scout's grabbed a whisker of an advantage. Every inch counts in a race like this.
They're hitting the first curve, and Sunny is still out in front, springing along the rail with that signature bounce. Frost is right on her tail, smooth and powerful. But look out! Coda's making a move on the outside. The shepherd pup leaning into the bend, legs pumping, pulling even with Frost. Scout holding tight and forth, nose down, ears flapping, keeping his line. The bend.
And Sunny still leads the pack as they hit the straight. Oh, look at that! Sunny takes a peek over the shoulder. What does he see? Coda is charging hard and closing fast. That glance just told our golden frontrunner everything it needed to know. This race is far from wrapped up. Sunny's ears snap forward, the pace picks up, and Coda is powering stride. Pippin takes a tumble. Look at those eyes, those legs, flailing for dear life. But what a recovery, a wiggle, a wriggle, a whole lot of grit, and the Frenchie is right back up to speed. Pippin refuses to quit. What a character.
Coda is electrifying! That German Shepherd is charging like a locomotive, shaking the very ground beneath those paws. Look at the drive, the precision, every stride a hammer strike. He is reeling in Sunny and Frost. No, he's pulling even. There's the head dip. He's...
Frost is a picture of consistency. Look at that springy, machine-like rhythm, paws striking the dirt in perfect time. Coda threw down a surge, Sunny's bouncing for the front, but the husky pup refuses to flinch. Those icy blue eyes are locked forward.
Unbelievable! They're all neck and neck. You could throw a blanket over them. Sunny on the inside, Frost right there, Pippin hopping alongside, Coda driving hard, and Scout refusing to drop a nose back. This is as tight as racing gets. Listen to those paws hammering the dirt, the crowd roaring. No one is giving... Sunny refuses to be left behind. Look at that golden pup dig in. Those big paws pounding the track, ears back, eyes bright. There's another gear in that little body. Here comes the burst. Sunny hits the stride. Oh, that's a sprint. The best to that crowd. They're on their feet. Or hooves, claws, and paws. Absolutely electric. Every seat in this stadium is alive right now. You can feel the energy bouncing off the stands as they cheer on the racers. The roar is rolling like thunder, wave after wave, and it is infectious. What a...
Oh, Pippin. A momentary lapse of focus. What's he looking at? A butterfly, a snack, and wait for it, there it is! A quick double take, mouth hanging open. You can almost see the thought bubble, but not for long. And boom, look at that launch! He's off with all the indignation a little bulldog can...
Paws flying into the bend now. Look at that lean. He drops a shoulder, eyes locked on the exit. Paws digging, tossing up a fan of dust. Tail out like a counterweight, every muscle firing in sync. That is razor sharp control. Keeps the speed, no wobble at all, hugging the inside rail. Watch the paws, quick, precise, like tiny ice.
What's this? Coda staying true to the line. He's not going around, he's going straight over. Big push from the hind legs. Look at that spring. Airborne, smooth as silk, legs stretched, eyes locked forward. A picture of power and control. Soft landing, right back into stride without missing a beat.
Coda sticks the landing, powerful as ever, but look at this. Scout kept the rhythm, nose down, ears flying, and there's a gap on the inside. The Beagle's sliding through, quick little hops, so precise. Side by side now, and Scout drifts ahead with that effortless glide. A graceful...
Look at Sunny dig in now. The little golden retriever's tongue is out, sweat shining on that fluffy face, and those paws are pounding the dirt. You can see every ounce of effort in those eyes. Still bright, still playful, but oh so determined.
And they've made it to the halfway point. Sunny hits the mark first, still bouncy, still brave, but look at that panting, pushing every ounce forward. Frost right on the golden tail, every stride electric. Scout has clawed up to third, weaving through the churn like a little navigator. Coda drops to fourth, but nothing about that drive says giving up. And
Sunny takes flight, fur lit like morning fire, every bounce pure joy. Now Frost slicing the air, silver coat rippling, those icy eyes locked forward. Pippin follows with that determined.
Here comes Pippin, charging into the curve. Oh, that's a little too wide. Look at the Frenchie slide. Dirt flying everywhere, ears down, eyes big as saucers. He's skidding like a pup on ice. Paws scrambling, trying to reel it back in. Can he? Yes, digging those little nails in, claw by claw, pulling the body back to the line. What a save. Pippin the fighter.
Frost making up ground. There's the husky pup running light and fast right up alongside Sunny now. Look at that stride. Digging in. Here comes the move. Frost surges. Past the golden retriever pup, sliding ahead with that springy power. Sunny digging deep, but you can see the fatigue setting in.
And here they come through the tightest part of the course. Coda pushing on the inside. Sunny bouncing right beside him. Whoa, shoulders brushed, nearly tangled paws. Inches from disaster. Sunny yelps, Coda barks, both correct in a heartbeat and keep the speed alive. The stakes could not be higher. This race...
Up front, it's chaos. Coda bumps Sunny. Sunny swerves. Almost a spill. But look at the back of the pack. That Scout, eyes wide open, nose working overtime. That little huff says it all. The Beagle's reading the course, reading the crowd. Those hazel eyes calculating.
Crowd is alive. Look at that magnificent wave sweeping through the stands. Kangaroos springing, giraffes bending, pandas throwing their paws up. What a sight! Here it comes around the curve, and there go the pups up on their paws.
Sunny still in front, looking a little tired, but holding it.
Wait! Oh no! Sunny is in trouble! A bad stumble! The crowd gasps. Has the pressure of leading finally taken its toll? Look at the paws scrambling, the tail whipping. This could cost it.
Just like that, Frost pounces. Capitalizing on Sunny's stumble, the Siberian Husky bursts into the lead. Look at those strides, springy, powerful, and relentless. The determination in those icy blue eyes could freeze fire. Sunny's scrambling to recover, but the gap is opening. Frost is flying.
The force of nature. Look at that stride. Every push is a piston, every paw fall a thunderclap. He's kicking up a storm, literally a rolling wall of dust behind him. That black and tan rocket is powering down the straight, muscles rippling, eyes locked forward. The others are getting swallowed by his weight.
a masterstroke from Scout. Using Coda's dust cloud as cover, the Beagle Puppy emerges in third place. What a brilliant strategic move!
Oh, look at that focus! Sunny's digging deep! Wait! Unbelievable! Sunny has activated turbo mode! A sudden explosive burst of speed from the golden pup! Those paws are a blur, kicking up dust like a mini storm, streaking past Frost, past Pippin, here comes Coda, gone!
Frost out front, stretching those legs like a blur of silver. But wait, look at this! Sunny's turning on the jets! The Husky glances back. Those icy blues widen. That is concern on the leader's face, rarely seen! A sharp breath, a little grunt, and Frost digs deeper. Determination carved in every stride.
Is that a blur? It's Pippin! The French Bulldog is flying down the straightaway!
Look at that little powerhouse go! Those legs are a spinning top!
His whole body is a fawn-colored blur. Only the ears and those big eyes holding shape. He's eating up the track.
The crowd's catching on! Listen to that cheer!
Unbelievable endurance from the little Bulldog. Pippin is not...
Look at Pippin go! The little Frenchie is absolutely vibrating with speed right now. Those stubby legs are a blur. He's churning like a tiny motor, ears flapping, shoulders wiggling, and he's reeling in the pack with every hop step. You can see the effort on that face, cheeks bouncing, nose wrinkled, eyes locked dead ahead. He's gaining ground inch by inch.
Crowd is on its feet. This race comes down to these last few hundred yards. Just look at the burst in their strides.
Sunny with the bounce, Frost narrowing his eyes. He's all business.
Pippin digging in with those powerful hop steps. Coda driving forward like a locomotive.
Intensity is absolutely off the charts. We have entered the final lap, and every single runner is digging deep. Sunny holding the inside by a whisker. Frost right there on his flank. Look at those strides. Pippin pumping those little legs, refusing to let go. Coda driving with raw power. And Scout sniffing out every inch. Ears flying in the wind. 5 contenders, nose to nose. Nothing left in the tank but heart.
digging deep, those paws churning. Look at that acceleration, turbo mode, re-engage. They're side by side, neck and neck. Oh, Frost checks over, doesn't like what it sees. Sunny with the push, there's the surge, yes!
I don't believe it. Look at Pippin go. Those little legs are a blur. The French Bulldog is pulled even with Frost. Frost takes a glance, can't shake him. Here comes that wiggle. Listen to that drive. Oh my! Pippin surges ahead. Frost is stunned. He's been passed. The little powerhouse is...
Look at that stride, ears back, tail flying, pumping for every inch. This is a furious final dash, giving absolutely everything it has. You can see the determination in those hazel eyes, the legs churning like pistons, paws drumming the...
Coda is feeling the burn out there. Those once thunderous strides are grinding now. Look at the shoulders lifting, the tongue lolling to the side. That black and tan rocket is starting to lose a little fire. Each paw print landing heavier, chest working overtime just to keep pace. The others inch ahead, but Coda's...
I cannot believe my eyes! 5 pups, shoulder to shoulder, inside the final 100 meters! Frost, Sunny, Pippin, Coda, Scout! It's a wall of fur and determination! Every step identical, every stride forcing the next! Listen to those paws! It's like a drum roll to death!
Look at those faces! Pure strain, pure grit! Sunny's golden fur a blur, tongue out every breath of battle! Frost, jaw set, those ice blue eyes narrowed to a laser point!
They hit the line! Photo finish! I can't tell who got it! All 5 of them stretch out together in one glorious surge. The tape's gone, the crowd's stunned, and the shutters are flying. Unbelievable! They're still powering through a few more strides.
Oh, what an epic race! And the winner, by the narrowest of margins, it's Frost, the Siberian Husky Puppy! What an incredible display of athleticism and heart from all 5 competitors! True champions, every single one of them!